Ladies and gentlemen, L's and G's and BBDs and all that. It's Monday, so you know what that
and all the in
means,
between.
right? It's Monday, so you know what that means. Sorry, had to channel my Brody Lee for a second. I'm sorry. Uh, Welcome to another episode of Breaking the Stigma. I am Dex. That is Matt. Don't ask about the pastor because we don't know. Your bums.
He's lost in traffic right now.
Yeah, or doing pastor stuff. So sleep. But anywho, now that the pleasantries are out the way, bro, how was your week? And before anybody asks, yes, I am overly hyper and excited. I'm overly hyper today. I know I'm overly hyper, and that's just because yesterday was probably one of the hardest days that I've had, just like every other year. So, yeah, I'll tell you about it in a second. Go ahead, Matt.
My week was mostly just hot. It was that slave heat, as you guys say, and it was just not fun. I didn't do too much besides sweat and then go to work and then come home and sweat and then try to sleep and then sweat. Rinse and repeat.
Right. So, pardon my Negro-dom there for a second, but you got to experience some slave heat.
Yes.
Fun, ain't it? What's up, B Dave?
That 120 and above is not nice.
Right. Hey, B Dave, how's bro? How you been, bro? I mean, and once again, I want to say publicly on the show that I'm sending my material condolences to you because I understand that you lost your baby of 4 years. I know car accidents suck.
Yes, they do.
But I'm glad you survived and that you're still here. Car can be replaced. You cannot. Just keep standing tall, bro. Just keep standing tall. But yeah, Negro heat is something else, ain't it? And of course, Pastor Dre is on CP time, so. Oh man, no problem, bro. You ain't got to worry about us. We all you fam to me, so I always got you, man. I always got you. But my week. Yesterday was the 4th of July, so my week was not good. It's never good. I don't like the 4th of July. I've never liked the 4th of July. And reason being is I have always been astute at history. I have a mother who is also an African American that has Native, and she has Cherokee and Seminole in her blood. So I've been taught some of the actual history of this nation, the crap that they don't want to put in the books. They're calling it CRT now, trying to outlaw it.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every
day. So yeah. I've been high most of the last week. I had to be. I will celebrate Juneteenth. I am a black man. No one that looked like me was freed on July 4th, 1776. If anything, it became worse for the people who looked like me on July 4th, 1776, because you killed my mother's people. You killed my wife's people to steal this land. And then when you declared this to be a nation, you took my people and made us go work for you to build this fucking shithole. And then y'all start Star Spangled bullshit that y'all do every year. And it's fireworks and mortars all yesterday, which in turn breaks a veteran with PTSD like me. So no, I did not have a good week. I spent 3 hours crying, curled up in a ball with my wife, my child, two of my dogs, trying to console me over some bullshit that is not even legitimate. Oh, am I supposed to celebrate the racist history of this country? That's what Columbus Day is for. I don't need another reminder. I'm black. July 4th just means a reason for me not to go to work, but I still get paid. That's it. Don't ask me to barbecue. Don't ask me to do none of that shit. Oh, you can't say that. Motherfucker, I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. I have done my part to defend this shithole. What have you done? That's what I went through all last week. So, long story short, I'm grateful for my wife, my kids, and my dogs, because without them, yesterday I would have had dead neighbors. Because you can only push me so far before I push back. Which, unfortunately, plays right into the topic of our show. Because I'm not going to wait for Pastor Dre to get here. He'll get here when he get here. The title of our show today is, Do You Think Right? Matt, you want to explain, or do we just go ahead and start ripping scabs off? Because I'm tired.
We just start. We never explain. We just start.
You better tell him again, Owen. As Owen Hart said, enough is enough. And it's time for a change. All right. So Matt said just to rip the scabs off. So question 1, are you feeding into your negative thoughts? I'm a veteran with PTSD, severe depression. Both my kids have anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Yes, I feed into my negative thoughts every day, but my negative thoughts I use as fuel to make sure that my kids don't have to endure what I endured. Is it healthy? No. I acknowledge that it's not healthy, but it's what pushes me to be a better father. Do I need to figure out a better way to cope? I'm trying. I have edibles. I have pre-rolls. If I'm sleeping, you can best believe I'm probably high as a kite. Because as Kim would tell you, for the last couple of days when she came to check on me, she says I'm always on the couch laying down smiley, which means I have a grin on my face that it's just natural because I'm high. Which means after I've grinned for about 45 minutes, I'm going to take an 8-hour nap or 6-7 hour nap. It happens every time. And it's the best sleep I get. So right now, cannabis life has been my coping mechanism. I haven't been violent towards people. I haven't gone on a rampage. I haven't done none of the things I normally would do. I'm not drinking anymore. So that's a positive. Don't you do that, you dumb camera. Oh, no, never mind. That's CenturyLink been trash. Sorry, people. My computer's strong. My camera's brand new. CenturyLink just sucks as an internet connection because our racist ass government can't even work together on building the internet for people in this country.
Meanwhile, up in Canada.
Meanwhile, up in Canada, Matt lives in the sticks and has fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the desert and have DSL.
The goal is in Canada to have fiber in every single community by the end of the year.
I'm hating. Okay. I'm hating. I'm feeding into my negative thoughts. I'm hating. But at least I am willing to tell you about it to your face. Bro, I'm hating.
Hey, I've told you to move up here how many times now?
Bro, I don't have a passport.
Well, shit, work on that. Easy enough.
I have looked into it. The United States government, in all their infinite wisdom, has told me I have to get another copy of my birth abroad papers, which is going to cost me about $300 to get that. Then it's going to cost me another $250 just to get a passport.
Why don't you get a passport in your birth country?
My birth country?
Yeah.
Germany?
Yeah.
I was
We have
born
no
on a
problem
military.
with Germans up here.
I was born in a military base. I am not considered German in any way whatsoever.
I guess that would be considered U.S. soil.
Yep, absolutely. So I don't have ties to the German government, or I would have got mine. But ladies and germs, the pastor disaster is here. Bro, tell them about your week so we can go ahead and get back on topic. How you been?
I'll tell at the end of the end.
Oh shit, never mind then. Well, then you can go ahead and take the reins. How are you fitting into your negative thoughts? We jumping straight into the fire today, bro.
Yeah, I used to, but now I'm just like, fuck them. It's just, I mean, well, considering what I went through these past couple of days, I really was in my feelings. And then you know about that one day, June 26th, I was really feeding into them. So now it's just like I use it as motivation. Like I don't want to go back to that point anymore. So if I do feed into my negative thoughts, it's more so to just motivate me. That's pretty much what it is, to be like, I'm not gonna go back to that place ever again, ever. And if I do, I know the proper steps to take to kind of curtail that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really try to feed into that stuff anymore, because I had somebody tell me that I had to change my way of thinking and my perspective, and they were right. So
what?
Yes.
Hey! Don't be trying to air me out, sir.
Oh, this wasn't you. This was someone else.
Don't be nah. We gonna address it. Why you airing me out, bro? Why you fronting me out like that, though?
This wasn't you. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, you had a part in it, but it was someone else. But I
see how you do me, America? See how you do me?
Don't pay attention to him. He's just
I'm telling. Nah. Let's go ahead. Let go. Nah, bro. I love you, bro. I love you.
oh shit.
Well, apparently I have a different moderator tonight. Apparently, my oldest daughter is our moderator in the chat today. So
Oh Jesus, not her. She is nuts. She is nuts.
Arissa,
I made the mistake of accepting her as my Facebook friend, and she is nuts.
Arissa, you're doing a great job, and I
She is
appreciate you
crazy.
filling in for your mom. Don't worry about your crazy uncle. I mean,
What I do is what you didn't do.
I
That's what she's going to do.
Malarkey.
I think he's talking about your post, but we'll.
They're funny. I mean, they're funny. I'm just like, okay.
You can cover it in your benediction, sir. You can cover it in your benediction. Jesus.
Hey man.
But
look,
I'm glad you're not feeding into your negative thoughts no more. I'm working on it. Certain things trigger me,
yeah.
especially as a parent. And but ganja life is helping a lot.
Yes, it does.
I just
Amen.
need to
Oh,
do,
I definitely partaked in the Chiba last night. That's how I was able to watch fireworks last night.
I had to partake of it, but I partook a little too late and had already gotten triggered before it kicked in.
Nah, I just went on ahead and did it. As soon as I got up, I went on ahead and did it, and it was a good day yesterday. I was supposed to go to 2 cookouts, and I didn't go. I just stayed home and watched movies all day and partook in the Chiba.
Good plan.
But yeah, that's just me. I don't feed into the negative stuff no more. I just try to think positive, and when they seep in there, I just know what to do now.
Which is
I just
doing
came
a
back from
dance
work.
in the street.
I just came back from I smoke, and I came back from working out. I just I listen to music. I pop in the movie that will make me laugh or give me good thoughts. Just or I write my journal, stuff like that. Just stuff like that instead of sitting wallowing in self-pity.
But bro, you watched Goodfellas and Scarface yesterday. What good thoughts is that?
And that if I wasn't so scared, I would be a drug kingpin in my former life, or I'll be a mob boss.
Trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's not always cracked up to be, but you know what? I will be rolling in the money. money
Feel like
always
cotton,
helps
yeah.
too.
no.
Money always helps too. But it's like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of a trauma movie where if you're going through something, or if you're going through, or you're having a bad day, or you're just not feeling yourself, you pop in a movie that knows it's going to make you feel good. That's me. Goodfellas, Scarface, Action Jackson, No Holds Barred. Those are my movies that I watch to make myself feel. And I got plenty more, but those dropped in my heart yesterday, so I just lined them up and watched them. That Fire Stick is God.
I'm starting to think Dre may have been Fidel Castro in another life,
No, I ain't that dude. That dude's
or Noriega.
No, he was
more like
Pablo.
I was Pablo, or Tony Montana, or even
I give I give Noriega. He's got some Noriega vibes to
or
him.
even what's the dude's name? Paulie. I was either Paulie, looking out for everybody else, and then shit happens.
Not Paulie.
I love Paulie. Paulie's my guy. I like Paulie. Paulie, you know what? That's the thing about Paulie and Goodfellas. Paulie looked out for everybody else. Paulie made sure everything was straight. As long as you don't mess up the family business.
Until you blew a head gasket.
Well, when you got somebody that you're close to that rats on you, then yes, you blow a gasket too. Even and the crazy thing is, I said it last night on one of my posts. He gave that man, after he knew he did wrong, he double crossed him and he set him up. That man still gave him $3,200 and told him, "Hey, I can't fuck with you no more." You think I would have gave you $3,200 if you double crossed me? Hell no. I probably
Bro, you don't even want to get 32 cents. What the hell's wrong with you?
No, that's first of all, that's not true, because even though I am frugal and I am cheap, if somebody needed something and I had the means to give it to them, I'll give it to them. Trust me, I'll give it to them. I just know the difference between somebody that actually needs it or somebody that's just begging and won't get off their ass and do something about it. That's the difference.
Touche. Matt, what you got?
I think we all feed into our negative thoughts. It's a matter of how much do you feed into your negative thoughts? Are you letting that drive you, or are you saying these negative thoughts can be used for something better, for it to motivate me to become a better person? It's one of those things. Everybody does it, so you've just got to figure out how to make it work for you.
Oh, in that case, next topic. Are you giving yourself the mental tools to win back? I hate you, Matt. As I covered in the last topic, no, I have not given myself the mental tools I need to win battles, but I'm doing better and I have a support system. Judge me, judge mama, don't judge me.
I mean, I have, like I said, I engaged in the finest cheapest. I write my
the finest, the cheaper.
Oh yeah, shout out to Half Baked. Matter of fact, as soon as we get off the air, I'm gonna pop that on my Fire Stick tonight. I'm gonna watch some Half Baked tonight. So
yeah, that's
I've done that. I like I said, I listen to music.
Did they take that off Netflix?
I don't know if I know Good Burger's back on Netflix. So I might watch that too. I might just have another lineup tonight. I know Good Burger's back on there.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see if my browser remembers my my Netflix password. That means it auto logged me in. It sure the fuck did. Let's see. What the hell do I have on here to watch? We the People sounds fun. Fatherhood was a good movie.
I'll probably watch that too. I heard it was a good movie. So
oh yeah,
it was.
Like I'm at that place now where it's. I got something going on as concerning that, but that will be another topic for another day.
We needed to, we got to talk anyway. So yeah.
But I like I said, besides the cheaper part, I write in my journal. I listen to music. I just sometimes I go outside and just sit on my balcony and just look at the sky and just being in Arizona, you get those amazing sunsets anyway, even though it's like 12 million degrees outside, but you get those good sunsets. I talk to friends and family that, I consider, part of my life. And then I play video games. I play video games every now and then. I cook. You know me. if I get high or I get hungry or I'm in my feelings, I go in the lab and cook something up and eat. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot now because last year the only thing I did was to drink myself to death. So I don't do that anymore. I just kind of I just
We officially hit 13 months yesterday.
Well, I kind of backslid because I did have a drink, but it was a while ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I do know is that y'all know how it was. I would get to 18, I would get to 20, I would get to 30, and from Saturday to Tuesday, I would just drink the whole weekend, and But now it's just that I have a lot more. I have a lot more healthy alternatives. Oh yeah, therapy too as well. Like matter of fact, I got an appointment next week with my therapist, and I have more than a lot to say to her when I talk to her. So I have plenty outlets to kind of just keep myself from self-destructing or engaging in destructive behavior. So
look at you being all mature and adult and shit.
It took me 40 years to figure it out. Matter of fact, I shared a post on my page, and I need especially men to look at it because it was very powerful. Like it really hit home for me. I had to play it a couple times while I was working out because what the man was saying, it made absolute sense. You know what I'm saying? Like we have all these responsibilities as a man, being a father, being a husband, being a friend. But what time do you take for yourself? What time does it take for yourself? And I sat there and I was just like, wow, that really kind of blew my mind because it just seems like I'm always a friend. I'm always I'm not I'm an ex-husband now, a father. What time do you have for yourself to figure out who you are as a person? And I sat there and I was just like, wow, I really haven't thought of that. Now it's just like, you know what? I really have to change a lot of things because I'm always giving myself to everybody else, but I don't have enough to give to myself. And you always gotta treat your star player before you treat him, because if you can't treat yourself and get yourself right, how are you going to be a friend or a father or a potential husband? You know what I'm saying? Like it really blew my mind. Like if y'all my Facebook friend, I'll probably make it public so people can see it. If you're my Facebook friend, go check it out. It really like opened my eyes. Like it really kind of hit home for me because we as men, we never take time for ourselves because we're always the protector, we're always the provider, we always accepted that role. But what time do you give to yourself to be like, you know what, this is who I am? And honestly, we don't do that because we have so many hats that we wear that we don't have time for ourselves. So I think it's time for us men to finally get that time back to just say, hey, I need to figure out how I am as a person before I go and fulfill these many roles that I have in life.
See, that's why I started to really enjoy my early mornings because I'm usually up a couple hours before Sarah is, and that early morning when I'm sitting there with my coffee and I can just relax,
exactly
about things. That's what I treasure is that early morning.
You have to, like, even when I come home from work, them first 30, because I know when I have all these messages and stuff like that. Whenever I come home for whatever I'm doing, like work, or I have those first maybe 15, 20 minutes. I'm just like, it's all about Dre. Let's just get Dre straight before we go and entertain our other responsibilities. Let's get ourselves done first. So, like I said, we really, like I said, get that time because I mean, and shout out to the women. Shout out to women. Women, we know y'all have all these responsibilities, and rightfully so. We applaud y'all. But sometimes us men, we gotta really, because we have responsibilities too. We have responsibilities, especially if you're married or you're in a relationship, you got kids. You really have to like make time for yourself to get yourself right before you go and entertain those other responsibilities. Because if you're not right, nothing else is gonna go right for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it really, like I said, I was sitting there on the bench. I think the dude was kind of pissed off because I was sitting on the bench for about 15 minutes. But I really like had to sit there and I was just like, wow, like that really hit home. Like I really had to like sit there and really think about it. Like I give myself to so many responsibilities and jobs and people and my job and my son and everybody else. But what about me? what about me can I get myself? You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was like, you know what? I got to make some changes. I really do. And that's what I've been doing. It took me 40 years to figure it. Well, my name is 40 and a half because I'll be 41 in a couple weeks. But it took me damn near 40 years to figure it out. Like I gotta make time for me.
The important thing is though that you did figure it out.
Yeah, because some people will never figure it out because they're so stuck in their ways. They're so stuck in their negative thinking. They're so stuck in, oh, woe is me. Oh, I can't do this. Blah, 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 where they don't want to make change. And the saying goes, some people just want to be broken because they get attention from that.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will agree with what you said because I have a hard time doing it myself. Dad, provider, protector. Those responsibilities weigh on me so much that I literally have stressed my body into a point to where some things decide they want to fail when they want to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't told anybody in the house, but I've kept a constant baseline migraine for the last 2.5 months. Because giving myself to my situation is all I really know. And I want to just make sure that my kids are going to be okay, that my wife is going to be okay. Even these little hard-headed, shithead dogs, I want to make sure they're taken care of. And in doing so, it's just, I never really give time for myself. Like, I'm always like late night is my time for me because that's usually when I know everyone is asleep. So I can not be full protector mode and I can, breathe a little bit. But most nights when around 3, 4, 5-ish in the morning, if I'm not streaming, because Matt will tell you, since he's one of my admins on my one of my moderators on my Twitch, if I'm not streaming, I'm usually trying not to cry. I'm constantly going over everything in my head over and over, playing out different scenarios on how to make every piece of the puzzle fit. And I love my wife and I love my kids. I love my dogs. But if it wasn't for these two being able to talk to me as a male from another perspective, I probably would have fell off the track, because my wife and my kids treat me like I'm the best thing that ever happened. And honestly, it kind of makes it worse in a sense to where now it's an added expectation that I'm trying to keep up with. And these guys will tell you, when I actually am dedicated to something, unless I'm dead, you're not stopping me. So the only thing I can tell you about the tools to win your battles is don't suffer alone. Whether you think it's big or small, don't try to do it alone. Have somebody there in your support system. And here's the key part. That's not a yes man.
Mm-hmm.
Have somebody around you who has enough heart to literally tell you that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's something we got to fix. We keep, uh, most men are guilty of it. They want to keep people around them that just tells them, yeah, bro, do that. Why would you tell them to do that when you just did that 20 minutes ago and got smacked in the face? Oh yeah, bro, we're gonna go to the club. Why in the hell are you going to the club when your light's about to be turned off?
Yeah, that's yeah, that's just called not having your priorities in the right. Not that's called not having your priorities straight.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm telling you right now, if you're at the point where your light's gonna get cut off, you're already failed.
Oh,
you
yeah.
you already failed if you're at that point, because that should have been taken care of a while ago. And then you're decided to go to a club, and then your kids sit at home in the dark. You have failed.
And another thing about kids, parents, I know y'all want to look fly, but if you got a fresh new fit, new pair of J's and all that, and your children are wearing Walmart clothes, we need to have a
There's something
discussion.
wrong with you.
We need to have a discussion.
Definitely.
Yeah,
like,
I understand, you want to let the babies pick whatever. But if you balling out on your wardrobe and you're not willing to invest in nothing for your kids, and they're the ones who are going to be school age, going to go do things, where's the real? Where's your head at really? Because once you become a parent, your kids didn't ask to be here. You brought them here. So it's your responsibility to make sure they're taken care of. And if you're not willing to take care of them,
don't have them.
either don't have them or get out the way and let somebody who will take care of them do it.
You can always drop them off for adoption. Because trust me, it's a lot of things I wanted to do. I couldn't do it because the LP needed to be taken care of. If it was up to me, I would have a house and maybe 2 Hellcats in my driveway. If it was up to me.
You don't need one Hellcat, let alone 2.
But like I said,
he needs 2 for when he wrecks one. He needs the second one.
First of all, I wasn't gonna wreck it. I'm just gonna have 2. I'm just gonna have 2.
So you got one for weekdays and one for weekends?
Because I know I'm gonna drive one to Canada, and I don't want to put a lot of miles on just one, so I need 2. One's gonna be my regular car, and then one's gonna be when I go to Canada.
He gonna have one for weekdays and one for weekends.
Nah, I wouldn't drive it to Intel because them folks up there can't park. So
hey Ash, what's going on?
Them folks up there can't park, but that's like I said, a lot of things I wanted to do, like a lot of things I planned on doing, I couldn't do it because LP comes first, and being a father, I had to sacrifice a lot to make sure he was good. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. I see
a lot of these parents out here saying, "Oh, I wish I didn't have kids." Nobody told you to lay up and have those kids. You could have used protection. You could have abstained. You could abstain. You could have not. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of options you could have had from not having a child. So when I see somebody complain about, "Oh, I wish I shouldn't have had kids," I'll just be like, "I don't have no sympathy for you because you made that choice to have it. Yeah. You made that choice to lay down with that man or that woman and have that child. So I don't have no sympathy for you if you are complaining about having a child when you're the one who made the choice to lay down with them and have it."
Yeah. Which is another tool you got to have. You got to have the right mindset going in, and you have to be very careful on how you take what's said to you in conversation, because let's be real, both sides can get real bitter at times towards the other, especially when it comes to kids. I've heard many a woman get upset, showing they stretch marks to the babies, talking about, "Well, look what you did to me," and this, that, and the other. Or, and I'm not just joning on the women because, I'll circle back and get the fellas too. But I've heard many a women disparage a man saying that, to their kids, talking about that's why your daddy ain't shit and this, that, and the other. Yeah. But it's not always the daddy wasn't shit. Sometimes you as a woman are trying to make that man jump through hoops to see his child when he shouldn't have to do all that. But at the same time, fellas, you should put forth a fucking effort. If that's your goddamn child, be a damn dad.
That's true too.
Anywho, If I end up in a puddle of my own tears, let's move on to the next.
Yeah, we kind of go off the
Yeah,
deep end, but we're coming back though. We're coming back. But
Hey,
the crazy thing,
we gonna bring it around town. Bring it.
the
around.
crazy thing about it is that whatever we talk about, it attains to whatever topic we're talking about or whatever the overall subject. That's how we roll. So
And anybody can say what they want to, but it's all mental health because in any situation you got to use your brain.
mhm. Definitely gotta use your brain.
And B Dave, I appreciate it. I know that all they expect is just for me to be me and just to be here. They do accept me for my flaws and all, and that's just not my ladies. That's the fellas too. That's my brothers. You know, I think the only one right now that doesn't accept me for my flaws and all is my damn dog. She
Well, you know,
she stays up under Kim right now. Well,
Yeah, well,
I'm
your
sorry.
your dog is ignorant. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Athena stays up under
She's
Kim
ignorant.
right now, and Eden. Well, Eden is just Eden. She yeah, she's that's a special baby right there. But she has a history of being abused too, so she's working on it. Ash, I'm glad you're getting back into meditation, you know, trying to get yourself recentered. That's always good. Cutting people off is always a good thing. I don't
It
care
is.
what
More
people,
people need to
I
get
don't,
cut
I
off.
don't care what people
People-
has to say. Cutting people off is a good thing. If they are a toxic presence in your life, get rid of them.
Mhm. And more people need to realize that they're toxic by being cut off. They need to get that slap in the face to understand that they are a toxic motherfucker.
Yep. Because there's something me and Dre said to each other before is, you know, y'all can say whatever you want to say behind your back, but when I cut you off, don't get mad that I cut you off. You should probably be asking yourself why I cut you off, because they'll tell you it take a lot for any of us three to cut you off.
you know me.
But when
look,
we cut
look,
you off, you no longer exist.
I'm a Cancer man, and this is my flaw. I hold on to
Oh.
people. I hold on to people way more than I should. But now it's just like if the energy ain't right,
don't go emotional gangster on them. Don't do it.
No, I ain't
don't
doing
do
that.
it.
I ain't doing that. It's just I'm just gonna be real brief about it. Now it's just the fact that if the energy is off and the vibe is off, okay,
Yeah.
just go on to the next one. You know, we good. I'm just never gonna speak to you again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So our last topic of the day is how to put your mental on the right path. In my opinion, just mine, honestly, this is how. Don't be afraid to talk about it.
Mhm.
Don't hold it in. Vent, let it out. And oh yeah. B Dave. I've seen B Dave evolve. His his cutoff game is woo. We ain't gonna talk about that one. Boy,
Hey,
his cutoff game is
it's a great feeling when you realize that when you start cutting off the dead weight, it's a whole different feeling.
Yeah, like somebody that's close to us said, you know, it's different when you cut off certain aspects and certain people, and then when you wake up, you don't have as much of a headache. Things, you feel lighter because you're not carrying that dead weight of their drama around with you.
Yep.
But venting and talking about things is a great way to get your mental on the right path, because holding it in is going to stack your anxiety. It'll stack your depression. It'll stack your anger. It'll make you think less logically. You won't be able to put 2 and 2 together to get 4. You might get 872. Because
when you let it out, your friends can let you know, oh, this is where you're being wrong. This is where you're being stupid. This is where you need to correct your thinking to get everything on the right path.
Yeah, and they can also support you when you need support. If you let it out, and then you have a friend after listening to everything, they pull you aside and say, "Bro, that one wasn't on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't carry that weight. That's not your weight to carry.
It's not.
Exactly, B. Dave. Accountability
Yeah.
when needed, support when needed. Because if you don't have a real support system, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make it. I don't care what nobody tells you. You're not gonna make it in this world. You're not gonna make it big in this world by yourself. Even in a work situation, you have to have help. Especially in
So-
today's society. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's why it's important to be picky about who you know and who you let into your inner circle.
And that's something me and Kim talk about all the time. Is for me, it's who I know and who I'm gonna let around me, because I don't care what your parents have told you, but the people you keep around you represent you and you represent them. So if they into some bullshit, they're gonna automatically assume you in the bullshit too, because you keep them around. Birds of a feather, right? We've heard that how many times? Yeah. There's a reason why the old school, the older generations got as old as they got. It's because they were wise. You don't get old by being smart. You get old by being wise. Because there's a lot of smart, dead motherfuckers that are young as hell.
And you get
Yeah.
wise by learning from your mistakes.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. What y'all got, fellas?
Go ahead, Matt.
I think Jack's pretty much covered what I was going to say there.
we do that wavelength thing sometimes, you know what?
Yeah.
Us Hawks bros, we do that sometimes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. What you got, Dre?
Really nothing. You pretty much hit it on the head, and but I also say, if you can get it, and I would advise you to get it, and I've been beating this horse ever since we started the show. Get your ass some therapy if you need it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Amen.
cannabis.
Well,
That's what I've- that's what I've been saying since the show
It's not
started.
legal in every state, even though you shouldn't really give a damn if it's not.
Do I push the button?
No, but I mean, if you can get it, get it. But
I mean, if I say I push the button.
nah, if you can get it, you can get it. Because it works for me both. But
Yes,
I'm just
therapy,
speaking from
therapy
works.
For speaking from experience myself, therapy is a godsend. Because therapy will help you reroute your thoughts. It would show you a new way of looking at things. And as what we have said many times, therapy is not going to be easy. It is not going to be pretty. It's going to be painful. It's going to be rough. But a therapist's real job is to tear those scabs off and to help you heal.
You gotta be willing to put the work in to heal.
When you decide you want to go to therapy, be willing to go into therapy and take it seriously. Because if you do not, they will kick your ass the fuck out of therapy and keep your money. You paying them to help you. So why would you waste their time and yours?
Yep, you better be honest with your therapist, because trust me, my therapist, she keeps it 100. Like she tells me all the time, like, look, if you want to BS me around, that's fine, but I already got your $90, so
yeah. And the
I'm gonna get paid. She was like, I'm gonna get paid either way, whether you bullshit me or not. So either we gonna barbecue. You know, she's from Texas, so she's either gonna barbecue or mildew.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
So I had to be honest with her, and it's been great. I've been going about a year and a half.
His therapist from the hood. I'm his therapist from the hood, barbecue and mildew.
Yeah, she is from, I think she's from the Oak Cliff part of Dallas. So if you've ever been to Dallas, you've been through Oak Cliff. It's rough. I'm just saying, like, yeah. I drove through that one time, never again.
I drove through the state of Texas twice, and I ain't never doing that shit again.
Never go.
If I need anything that's on the other side of Texas, I will fly. I do not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's yeah. The Oak Cliff part of Dallas, I made the mistake of making a wrong turn there one time when I was there for training. Never again.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. Anywho, since the fella said I covered it all, didn't mean to steal their thunder and all, but hey,
Oh no, you
know,
pretty much covered everything. I just wanted Matt added this part, and I wanted to add the therapy part. You pretty much covered the basis, bro. So
well, it looks like we getting real efficient at this, and we got this nice rapport going. And look, what's Coach Knight say? Since he just got re-signed for 4 years, chemistry. Look at us with the team chemistry and shit. I'm just a point guard.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just make assists. I dime you up. There you go. But speaking of point guards, it's time for the benediction. Since my point guard had to go home. It's sad, but
you know what? Honestly, like Matt said, we was punching above our weight class. Nobody expected us to be here.
Boy, who you telling?
Most of the core we have is under 25. Nate's back for 4 more years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the Hawks are finally going to break that curse where our teams tend to perform flat in situations. I'm still waiting on my Falcons and my Braves to catch up, but I think the Hawks are finally going to break it. So.
Now, them two. Now,
One sport at a time, Dre.
Right. Baby steps. We need baby steps.
Right. We got 2 sports working right. Them other 2.
Well, we got the Hawks, and then eventually, if the Bulldogs, they got everybody back, and their schedule's pretty favorable.
Okay. 1, 2 and a half.
All I gotta say is
if
we get past Clemson, in the first game, I'm pretty sure and I'm confident enough to say the Bulldogs will run the table until Atlanta to the SEC championship game. I'm just saying that. But then again, I also know that we have tendency to lose to an unranked South Carolina team too. So
yeah. Well, I was gonna say that our footy team, the Atlanta United, are pretty damn good. I mean, they were only in existence for 2 years when they won the cup. So yeah.
I gotta get back. I gotta get into soccer. Definitely,
but,
do.
Yeah, we'll take one team being fixed at a time because we try to fix them all.
Well, I look at it like this. If the other 2 see the Hawks doing good, but maybe they'll step their game up. Maybe,
they might get inspired.
Yeah, they might get inspired.
I see the Falcons. Let us take notes here.
I see the Falcons I see the Falcons being fixed before the for the Bears.
I shared that meme when it said when the Falcons saw the Hawks come back from 26-point down with the SpongeBob and Patrick talk about write that down.
Yeah. I see the Falcons being fixed before the Braves, and that's because Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith seem to have a real game plan on what they're going to do with this team. But benediction, fellas, what y'all got?
Well, I could go first. It's not that long. Well, if you're my friend and all.
I mean, it's your day off, so you do your thing. I mean,
yeah, I'm kind of pissed. Well, I kind of blame myself because I didn't go to boxing today. That's why I went to Planet Fitness today because I missed boxing because it was 5:00 and I usually get up at 5:30. But somehow my alarm didn't go off, and when I woke up, it was 6:20. And I know if I go in there tomorrow, Marie is going to kick my ass because I missed today. And I'm pretty sure Omar's going to tell her tomorrow that I wasn't there. So she's probably going to kick my ass tomorrow. Anyway.
Oh, no.
What's that?
I had to find the button.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. She's probably going to give me, she's going to give everybody else five punch combinations. She's probably going to give me 8 or 9. Yeah. So
you better protect that midsection. She's gonna light them rims up.
No. She does the mid work, so she gives everybody a combo, and then
she gonna burn you out. Oh, okay,
yeah.
word.
And since I'm since I'm getting better at my combinations, she usually gives out the degree of difficulty. So since today I wasn't there,
you're gonna be at about 8.
I'm sure Omar's gonna tell her I'll probably get anywhere between 7 and 9 combos all day tomorrow.
Oh, so your difficulty level went from a 5 to an 8.5. Good job, boss.
Yeah, she said I'm steadily improving, and I need to come back. Nice. So I know Omar heard talk. So I mean,
yeah, you're gonna have a boss fight on your hand tomorrow. Good job.
And then I got to see Omar on Wednesday. So I mean, I told him, no, don't be hard on me, and make sure that I'm accountable because, like I said, I have a tendency to slack off. That's why I went to Planet Fitness today because I could have easily just stayed home and got high and watched movies, but I went today to Planet Fitness, at least get a workout in. So
I chose not to, and that's because my knees are screaming still.
yeah. Well, I haven't been since Wednesday because I had to work the week. I had to work this whole the last 4 days. So I figure I get a workout in and go and do that. And then tomorrow I go see Marie tomorrow, and then I go see Omar on Wednesday.
Right.
So that's why I was kind of late, because I was trying to get my workout in, and I realized the time, and I was like, oh shit, let me take my ass home. But I got my workout done, so I mean it's good on that. So I fulfill that, so I can partake in the finest Chiba as soon as I get off the air and watch Half Baked. So
I didn't know you were coming to BC. I mean, that if you want to partake of the finest.
Well, for now, since it's legal here, that's what I'm gonna get until I go or go to California, either one. But anyway, well, I had a, I know Dex was talking about my week. Well, I had a pretty okay week. It's just the fact that now my divorce is final. I've been dealing with that. It's been an up and down emotional roller coaster, but I sometimes you just gotta do what's best for you. You gotta do what's best for your sanity and not worry about what people say, because I'm pretty sure people are going to say, oh, you should have stayed, oh, you should have tried to work things out. But I'm about to be 41. That's why I put 40 and a half on my tag. I'm about to be 41 in a couple weeks. And they say life is short, and I agree. I'm not getting any younger. You have to start doing what's best for you, because you can never get that time back. And once you're gone, there's no reset button. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just respawn at the spot where you was at. Once you're gone, you're gone. That's it. So if you feel that you're in a relationship or friendship or marriage, any kind of your job, if you feel like you're being smothered and you want to do something else, just cut it. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain to nobody but you. Nobody has to understand why but you. People are going to be hurt about it. People are going to be pissed about it. But as long as you understand and you're good with what your decision you made as far as that, then nobody else can tell you nothing. I'm pretty sure, I say a lot of things and I do a lot of things that could upset some people, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's my decision. I mean, people are going to get mad, but they'll be all right. They'll find something else to be fake outraged or fake mad about in a couple minutes. So I ain't worried about it. So that's mine. If you feel that you can do better, go out and do it. Because at the end of the day, when you come home and you sit down and everybody's gone and it's quiet, and that's just you. That's you and your thoughts. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Another thing is I got a box full of purple sweet potatoes, so I got to take those back. I came home from working out, and I saw sent my daughter. I thought it was a birthday gift. I thought somebody sent me a birthday gift, and then I looked and there's a bunch of purple sweet potatoes. So I think these belong to my vegan neighbor across the hall.
Wait. Time out. If you don't want them,
no, I ain't gonna do that.
Happily take them off your hands.
Well, I will say this: if I go down to the office and they don't have nobody claims them, then I'll be more than happy to give them to you.
If you don't want them,
I can't do nothing with them because I could got 2 or 3, but it's like a whole box full. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and you can feed your sister for a few weeks.
What I will say,
and your niece.
But I will say, if I think they belong to my vegan neighbor. I think she's out of town, so I'm gonna go down to the office.
Well, then they're gonna go bad by the time she gets back. So
Well, that's not my problem. I mean, if she,
hey,
But I want I will at least go down to the office and say, hey, I think these belong to somebody, and they say that person no longer lives here, or they're out of town. Then you'd be more than happy to come get them, or I'll meet you halfway and I'll give them to you either way. Because they're just gonna sit in my house. I mean, I'm not gonna use them.
True.
But other than that, that's pretty much my benediction. Just do what's best for you, and fuck what everybody else say, because people gonna talk about you if you're doing bad or doing good. So fuck them and do you. That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, when you die, none of them are gonna be there to judge you. That's how I feel. So that's pretty much my benediction.
Mine is directed to the Hawks. Great job, you re-signing Nate. This is what we all wanted. He's the guy for the job. He knows how to rally the team. Now get us John Collins back. And John Collins, I love you, but please go back to baptizing people. Take the 3 if you have to. If it's if you've really got an open 3, take it. But go back to just baptizing. That's where you're best.
Yeah, about John Collins. The GM said today in their little interview conference thing that John was playing the role that he was asked to play. He willingly gave up his rim runner role because the post is Capella's.
Yeah.
So that's what that's all about. Because me, you, Hawks Twitter, we've been saying that for all year, but it came out that John was being a team player and doing what the hell he was asked.
Mm-hmm.
So, which in turn is probably that probably solidified him staying here because that was
a bit more of a slashing role then, because let him run in more.
I think when Coach Nate has an actual off season to be able to truly evaluate his roster and figure out what's the strengths of everybody and not just be focused on picking up the pieces and trying to save the team, he'll be able to put his fingerprints on it. But it was said today also that re-signing Collins, they have a very strong interest in bringing JC back home. So, and JC wants to be here. So,
yeah. If we have to get rid of anyone, move Gallinari.
Gallinari may or may not be on the block. His age, he's already showing that he's losing a step.
Well, we got Bogey, and Bogey just does it better.
Yeah. The one I am worried about the most is Bruno Fernando.
Yeah.
He might be gone because he's not getting any minutes, so he might be gone.
Yeah, and Double O already took his depth chart spot. So,
yeah.
I like Okongwu though. He's got
a lot
of raw talent.
As a rookie, Double O was a monster. But
mm-hmm.
I think my benediction is this. It's a post that I saw that makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna read it for our audio listeners. It says, "Are you healed or just trying not to think about it?" And that's my benediction. Are you healed or are you just trying not to think about it? Because when you're truly healed, someone can mention it, bring it up, and it won't derail you. It won't phase you. When you are just trying not to talk about it, trying not to think about it, it will still be able to knock you off your center. And aren't you tired of being knocked off your center?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you tired of looking with one eye over your shoulder? Anywho, as the bottom of the screen says every week, this is Breaking the Stigma, and you can find us on the YouTubes at the Breaking the Stigma. I forgot what our YouTube channel is called. Breaking the Stigma. Gotcha. You can find us on Twitch right now. It's on my channel, and when I figure out how, I'll probably get it on Matt's as well. So we'll probably just co-stream it on his stuff. We're on the whole battery of audio platforms. Hold on, let me pull up the list. I'm tired. Like I told you, I've been fighting a headache for a minute or two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This grow. I got tired of dealing with Apple, so I'll get back on that fight later. Mm-hmm. We are on Spreaker, of course. And if you don't mind, you can check us out. Give us a like there. We're on Spotify. You can do the same thing there. Give us a like there if you would like. iHeartRadio still reviewing things. I don't know. I think we had to get some more episodes up. We're on Google Podcast. We're on Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and GeoSavin, all under the name Breaking the Stigma. So, wherever you listen to your podcasts, feel free to give us a like there, and when we do get on Apple, give us a 5-star review, because that helps push us up on the algorithms so we can get some more exposure, because the bigger we are, the more of a chance we can bring in guests to expand our show and make it more entertaining and pleasing for you guys. But this, as I have said, has been Breaking the Stigma. I am Dex. That is Matt. That's Dre. Well, the bearded one and the pastor of disaster, who's got a birthday in 2 weeks?
Let's see, 17 days.
Ooh.
17 days. Might have to do a special episode since I'm off that week.
We could do it. We'll just do a special episode. No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
But
We'll
yeah,
see. We'll see.
I'm gonna try not to speak for the fellas, because we are all individuals. We just do this thing as a team. But we appreciate you for tuning in, and we will.
Hold on. We got one more thing. Matt,
Okay.
what's on the menu today?
Yes, yeah. Ha ha, sneaky.
Steak.
Speaking of eggs.
We're having steak.
Oh man, what kind of steak?
I think it's New York strip.
Hey Dex, what time you want to meet me at Phoenix Sky Harbor so we can get on this flight?
I'm on the way. I can hop in the car now.
Hey, I'll meet you there. Hey, look, I only have to pack my bags. I'll buy some clothes up there in Canada. I only have to pack my bags. Bring my wallet and my ID. I'm ready to go.
I mean, if our wallet and our ID get us across the Canadian border,
That's it. Hey, bring my passport just in case. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Make
see,
sure I
but then
bring
you
that.
good. I'm not. But our
Back
neighbors
in
are.
the day, all you needed was your ID. Your driver's license was good enough.
Yeah, I know, because I
Across
remember
the
going
Canadian
through
border.
there when I was stationed in Washington.
And then,
Canada's
and
right
then a
across
certain doofus in chief messed things up, and then another certain doofus in chief made it worse.
You know how I go. But yeah, that's that's part of the show too.
Yeah.
What Matt is eating tonight?
Speaking
It
of
seems
what
like
Matt's
every time he has something good, and I am going to try making that ramen noodle soup that you was talking about that you
Same.
made last week.
same,
Yeah.
but we don't know what we're having here for dinner, so I'm trying to wait on Dre to come through so we can make these Magic City wings.
Man, you know what? I'll be there. You know what? Honestly, I'll be there for my birthday because I took that whole week off, so I'll be there on my birthday. We'll eat them then.
We'll eat them then. If you
eat 'em
don't
then.
show up, the motherfuckers will get eaten. Me and
Hey man, look,
Fuck
there's
them
always
guys up.
look, there is a Filiberto's somewhere in the vicinity, so I can always, like last night, I got my super nachos and my carne asada burrito.
Yeah, that
I
looked good.
ate half of those, and I'm gonna eat the other half after I smoke. So, and then I eat my burrito, so I'm good while I'm watching Half Baked.
All right, and no,
But yeah, I'll be
Half-Baked-
there. I'll be there for my
Half-Baked is
birthday.
not on Netflix anymore. How High 2 is though, so I ain't watching that shit.
But I'll be on my well, I got the Fire Sticks. I can watch.
Probably
it.
on
But I'll be there. I took that whole week off, so I'll be there for my birthday, and we'll partake in the wangs.
All right, bet. But sorry for the sidebar, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Breaking the Stigma. You can catch us every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of the platforms that we told you we're available on. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that lovely things. Interact with us because we will interact with you. This isn't just a show for us. This is a show for everyone, and not just the men. It's about men's mental health, but ladies, y'all are welcome because y'all can learn some things about us and we can learn some things about y'all. So we appreciate y'all and we will see y'all next week.
Be there.
I gotta find the artist who made this beat and tell them this shit's fire.